All right, crew. I don't want to alarm anyone, but I will admit that I am beginning to suspect that we are perilously close to a mutiny on our hands, considering we seem to be floundering at, well, not even sea, like at shore. I don't know what that says about the captain's ability to really man a ship if we aren't even able to go ahead and we aren't even able to make it like on shore. I don't know if I would trust this man with the ship at this point, but here we are, my friends, once more on the little island of Ahoy there, where, well, it seems we've sprung a leak, and since we completely fell on our face when it comes to fighting against the spirits of heat, who apparently want to be one of our main foes this time around, well, our only house is kind of flooded. Like our campsite and then our only house flooded. So thankfully we were able to build another house. However, that's not enough to go ahead and give everyone a home. So we need to build one more cottage in order to cover most of our pips, I think. In fact, yeah, we have 2 cottages, we need 1 more cottage, and then the final pip will be able to have somewhere to put their feet up to dry. That doesn't have anything to do with, if you notice, the rain stopped, just notice that, or the flooding that we have in well, the main gallery, I suppose. But welcome back, my friends, and today we are going to do what we can to go ahead and try to make do. I could have sworn I was supposed to get 2, so I need filled building, and then I'll get 2 there. We are going to do what we can to try to make the most of the fact that it's been a struggle. It's actually been a big struggle so far, and I think that that is a combination of not having enough thoughts to string between our pips that we are gaining any ground with our research. We're not really. I'm gonna be honest. We're kind of really sort of putzing along on research, so despite Lilite trying to teach us the ways of the druidic abilities from her old home, and Zubot doing their best to try to talk to fish, I don't think fish, you know, you can't teach a fish to climb a tree, you know what I mean? Like that metaphor, and considering that we're trying to learn from fish with our only druid, maybe that explains why we haven't been able to accomplish basically anything when it comes to research. And without research, well, you don't really have any new ideas that help you do things like find faster ways to get food or stay cool when the spirit of fire decides that they want to try to destroy your village. But hopefully, with the arrival of the papermaker, and then, you know, the arrival not only of the papermaker, but then we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna have to have the scribe scribbler stand. What just happened? What? Okay. Okay, what? So. Excuse me? Our research tree is completely different. There was a small patch fix last night. I thought it was kind of weird how we had shaman things sort of overlaying on top of the research tree and how the research tree wasn't unlocking well the last few days. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so apparently we've just been slapped upside the head by a fish and now everything is different. I say, and then some more. This is more what I thought the research tree would look like. Very different, kind of random. We no longer have a well. I want to kick myself so hard about that because, gosh darn it, that would have been useful. We don't know what we're going to unlock for things down here anymore. We actually can just do cabins and huts instead of having to do tents in order to go ahead and have bigger housing for our people. We can have chickens instead of rabbits, which my head is just my mind is blown. Everything here is different now. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? Like, what is this? A lantern? +1 if raw fish maker is within 1, and that gives us heat. And you can also make it so that it creates coolness. We still have the large fan. Now we have meeting points. I can't believe how much has changed. We don't have druidic abilities anymore. Instead, it's being able to go ahead and have the secluded retreats, which only give you so much boost. The druid abilities would have given us the same in the end. We don't even... Wow. Everything changed on us. Okay, that's not the captain's fault. That actually might make more sense from this point on, but we're gonna have to see if we can survive. I guess we just got a, I guess a message in a bottle with a whole new thing for research. And I have no idea how this is going to really affect our people. Huh. Well, today we need food, so thankfully the light is cooking up some fish, poor things. Maybe that's why the druid stuff wasn't working at all. We're inching our way forward on the papermaker research because I guess we can do that. I guess. We have Thinker's Post, or we could have secluded retreats off in corners of the island that people could go ahead and think at for us. But, I mean, we need another house. We need to try to stay a little cool to fight against the oncoming heat that might be coming up. And also, there's sort of an omen of sickness that we are going to have to do something about. I'm amazed to see if this is going to like wash us up and we're going to just crash and well sink, I suppose I should say, sink the ship, or if the research tree being juggled around like that, which it doesn't normally happen during game. I think there was some changes and that's why that happened. Wow, is that going to give us success, or is that going to mean that we didn't get our feet under ourselves in time, and thus things are going to become more difficult? Oh boy. Well, oh, the omen of sickness begins. Oh, is that all? I'll take that. If it's just being, oh no, well, symptomatic isn't cool, but Mal beloved is stunned for 3 days. Sickness threat has increased permanently by 1, and they become symptomatic. You know, Mal, I'm very sorry about that, but I'm really grateful that it wasn't anything more dire, because we have literally no medical research done. Symptomatic. This pip has shown some weird symptoms, such as a twitch in the eye or an odd cough. It attracts disease and is generated by a weird burp or something else. Well, I mean, we are kind of eating some questionable fish, but at least that was all it was, thank goodness. And the other good news is that we finally managed to get all of these houses built, so we have plenty of pips taking good care of themselves, more or less. And now, okay, well, still working on the whole paper researcher. Oh, we need stone for that. Oh, my heart. Oh, it hurts my heart to see how far we've fallen, but at least we're trying to do what we can to survive. Okay, well, this actually changes quite a few things. What is our next event we need to cope with? It's actually going to be sickness, and then cataclysm. So that's not good. If we need the papermaker, should I pivot now? Or should I should build more thinking spots, even if it's just pecking away at trying to learn something, and then having some, oh my gosh, we would need water for refreshments. Oh my word, and now the water's gonna be harder to get, but at least there's like mountains right here, I suppose. Okay, at least that thinking spot could be used. Maybe let's add a new pipling in. This is a very odd time for Plasma Revolution and Honeymint to welcome a new little pipling into our lives, but I'm telling all of you, it needs to be done. Also, do we need to face, the doom is gonna be the heat and cold events. So it's actually gonna be tied to the cold domain. So believe it or not, we don't need the fans all of a sudden, because it's not going to be tied to heat domain, it's going to be tied to cold domain, which means I think we're gonna want to make sure we can warm up with that lantern sooner than later. So it all comes back around to thinking, which is something we at times struggle to do. Here, Emily, you come up and think too, because at this point I need thoughts happening for our villagers, please. Maybe poor Captain doesn't know how to run a village. He just is familiar with whatever it takes to man a crew. There we are. Welcome, welcome, little one. I'm not going to say it's an easy life here, but at least, aw, are you already hanging out? Hanging out with Malbeloved? You're itty bitty and new, and apparently trading like poop jokes or something. Don't get too close, he is symptomatic. And it might not be a good thing. Aw, but he thinks he's funny. That wasn't Malbeloved actually, that was Zubot. That's cute. So Zubot was actually telling jokes to the new baby in town. I like that. That's very nice. And who knows, maybe now we'll actually have a chance to actually survive, so that's kind of nice. All right, let's welcome the newbie. There you are, itty bitty crewmate. So this is Under the Moonlit Day. Chase, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, Under the Moon. There we go. So, oh my gosh. Okay, don't touch it, Siri, don't touch it. So welcome, welcome little one, and don't worry, I know you're hungry now, but we will indeed endeavor to get you fed. And then I think we have enough fish for now. I should make another bonfire, I think, which means I need more wood. Wow, it's amazing how, I mean, we still have the tall totem researched too. It's a weird, okay, I'm just gonna say the word out loud, glitch. But it is one that I'm actually pretty excited that we have. That's awesome. All right, and then let's see. We're getting some wood, we're getting some food. Malbeloved is still stunned. We got a kidlet now. We're still floundering at sea. Not really making a lot of progress. But hey, once we research the ability to go ahead and get ourselves some gosh darn rocks, then we'll be able to go ahead and have the paper maker. The very important paper maker that's going to help us shore up the flooding that we have inside of Town Hall of all places. That's fine, that's fine. And we'll have a knife master as well, which is also really good to see. And we need some stones now. So, oh dear. All right, well, we have our paper maker. The scriptorium is a fool's dream at this stage. Let's also get the refreshments out of the way. That's not gonna help us because we need to have water for that. So let's get a mountain spring out of the way. And then, yeah, because we have a sickness thing coming up sooner than later. And we do want to make sure that we don't exactly get scurvy. Unfortunately, I don't think that we have any delicious, delicious oranges and citrus to collect, but sometimes that's simply how it is. Let's see, and then what we can also work on, the wood, so we can start building things, and then I think I might need another buoy, like over here, so that we can go ahead and we can actually put the stone collectors down here somewhere. That's probably what we need to do. Because otherwise, I mean, I could put them up here, but the fans need empty space. Ooh, this is nice. I do like all of the stones up here and the fact that you can't really use this land for anything else. And there's a lot of fish too. Why, hello. Maybe I should go ahead and focus on expanding up to the north a touch. Mal, are you good? Yeah, Mal will be good next time. And then do we have plasma? Do we have enough food? We have just enough food for just a second. So this may be the current that will send us forward with gusto, friends. Well, now it's happening. Oh my gosh. Aw, everybody's telling jokes. I love that. Whoa! Under the Moon is growing for 2 less days fast growth? Yes! That's amazing! Boy, that kid grew up fast. Maybe times of desperation will do that to ya. The mountain spring has been researched, something that we have only used once before in our villages with one of the shamans of uphill both ways, but maybe invoking those cursed names isn't a good idea. These springs were ingeniously placed where the stone was leaking water to ensure we could keep most of it from falling to the ground. Lovely! Lots of mountain springs in the Appalachian Mountains that Chips and I love to visit. Oh, it's so beautiful up there. And then, let's see, I need to get a little bit higher up in order to be able to reach those rocks. And I wonder if it'd be worth it to build some planks this direction, because then I could put another fisher hut over here. And do I get a bonus for the fish? No, the fish just need to be within 2. Is there ever a time I would get a bonus for having more fish? Apparently not, so I guess I don't need to do that, because as long as, yeah, even right here, oh my gosh, there'd be like fish here, here, and here that we could get if we put a fisher hut right here. As weird as that is. Maybe I'll just build a fishing hut then, and we'll just have to see if we can carry on from there and reach the spots where we can get a mountain spring soon. All right, well, fishing hut right here. Maybe it'll expand things a little bit. And also it would be really nice not to risk overfishing an area. All right, excellent. Would you look at this? The little one has already grown up and now we have more hands on deck to be able to help us out, which is very good and very important. Maybe I should train another fisher soon, but that means I'm gonna need more wood. If it's not one thing, crew, then it's another. And since we are not going to need these fans for quite a while, since we're actually wanting heat instead of cold, then let's take that one down. That'll be helpful. Or should we have another kid? You know what? We're gonna have another kid. Plasma Revolution and Mao Beloved are going to welcome in a new little crewmate, because it turns out that maybe we're doing okay on that. I say, before I kick myself for saying that out loud. All right. Well, knowing that there might be some sniffles around the corner, let's work on the refreshment side of things. And then we'll, as we inch our way up over here, work on getting some research done so that we can figure out how to collect some rocks. Not something that we usually needed when we lived out on the open ocean. But we're turning over literally new leaves for the first time, because I doubt we also dealt with a lot of fresh leaves while out on the ocean. So we must do what we need to do. And let's go ahead and give this new bean a name. Hello, itty bitty Mandalorian! Mandy the Lorian, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to one of our villages. I know that it looks like I'm starving you in this new life, but totally it's gonna be fine. And then let's see, let's go ahead and dismantle both of these fans, because I think that will help us out with getting more resources. And it's going slowly, my friends, more slowly than I really care to admit, to be completely honest, but it is going. And I think it will be really happy to have 2 fishing spots so that we don't overfish any of the particular populations, which can indeed happen. One must be responsible with our use of the sources of the sea. Yay! Woo! Oh, aw, there's so many little mini events happening today. Is that a kiss out of nowhere? It's a kiss out of nowhere! Oh, that's adorable. I wish I could see. I miss being able to mouse over them so badly. I was hoping that would get added in too. Emily and Zubot are infatuated with one another. See, that's the kind of morale boosting event that we definitely needed to happen. Right as you're not going to do it, Captain, are you? I can't believe that. I said morale boosting! I see, and no, yeah, but you were supposed to just let the kiss out of nowhere be all cute. Now you're gonna get all the villagers scared just when I thought we might actually be able to half decently do something. And look, to make a healer's hut, we actually need to go ahead and we have to have rocks again. So it's coming up pebbles again. All right. right, my friends. Here we are. Chaos, isn't it? Chaos indeed. But, well, at least we seem to be doing something this time. So, if you guys could, you know what to do. I'm not going to say it. I can't believe I almost said it. Years of habit. But you know what could have been said. And I won't say, because there's been enough years of saying the S word and the cookie words and everything else, and I refuse! We have risen above such things in my life, thank you very much. And then maybe we'll put down, yes, the water maker within one. Okay. Alright. I see how it is. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. Huh. Did we have the well? Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. If it's not one thing, then it's another. That's all I can say. So, thank you all so much for joining us, and I'm going to get this crew working on building out our very first pier across this little ocean, or this little lake, because who needs this little freshwater thing? It doesn't have any fish in it. And we're going to get ourselves a well, or I guess a mountain spring sprung, put in, and then we shall see if we can make everything refreshing and delightful. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.